Hello and welcome. Today's podcast is sponsored by Royalty Roofing and Siding. My name is Mel Scotero. I'm the Business Development Manager for Royalty Roofing. Today's guest is Hailee Turner.
Hello.
And she is with Habitat for Humanity. Welcome.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I was really excited to get you on here. You're such an amazing woman.
Any chance to get to spend time with you, I'm there. So
I'm just going to quickly read a little bit about you.
Yes, please
Okay,
do.
so Hailee Turner is the development officer focusing on special events and corporate partnerships at Habitat for Humanity, where she leads community-driven fundraising initiatives and signature events like Brouhaha. With a passion for building partnerships and creating meaningful experiences, Hailee works to connect donors, volunteers, and sponsors to Habitat's mission. That's a lot, but it sounds like it's a fun job.
It's a fun job.
I knew it. I knew, and you're the best person for it.
It brings me to places like this.
Yes.
Gets me out in the field. I am not usually sitting behind my desk too often, which is good for me personally. So it's been great.
Okay, so your role there, I mean, you do development. And just tell me a typical day. What is it that you do there?
A typical day in development, which is also fundraising. I mean, we're a nonprofit. Fundraising is a balance and a mix of strategy, relationship building, connectedness, storytelling. So I spend a lot of time sharing about what we're working on, what we have coming up, and then obviously meeting with people like yourself and different organizations and figuring out how we can align our missions. So.
And how did this come about? I mean, you've been there for how long? I know you have a backstory to this.
Yes. So my 1 year will actually be on Brew.
I can't even believe that.
And selfishly, I do want it to be kind of like my 1 year celebration. So
it's all about you.
But my 1 year with Habitat is in September.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was in architecture industry, but bringing that all together, the people is my passion. I actually got connected with Habitat through an event prior to even submitting a resume. I went to the Women's Power Luncheon, and this was now 2 years ago, and it spoke to me. Amanda Brewer, our CEO, was sharing obviously about the mission, but also what you can do as a person. If it's not with Habitat, it's still within you to make a difference. And I do remember getting pretty emotional at the luncheon. People at my table were like, "Is that girl okay?" But
they have some amazing stories.
Yes. So yes, the mission being shared there, but specifically, Amanda had a quote from I think it's Esther 4:14, and it said, "You're born for a time such as this." And I feel like that was my calling. I was kind of struggling with my career and figuring out me as a person. I had just become a mom, so things shift, as we all know. But I had this burning sensation of, how am I going to make a difference, right? And how am I going to make an impact? And when I heard her say that, I did become emotional because that was my moment. I was like, I am born for something.
That was your aha moment.
Yes. I didn't know what.
Yes.
But, I think God works in mysterious ways, and he definitely was hovering over me. I do talk to Amanda about that moment. And I'm like, did you know that you singled me out in the crowd and called me, and you manifested me submitting for this job and now working here for a full year? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, of course you did. She really does believe in manifestation. And, when you call people to action, people will come, and good people who are skilled. And so when I heard her say that, I was like, I need something, and I'm born for something greater than this. And I want to make an impact. So applied. My first day technically was volunteering for Brew, which is another way that I got involved. But then obviously I got the full-time job with being a development officer.
Wonderful.
So, yes, it's neat to see how you start to get prepared for something. Even though you don't know what's over the horizon.
Exactly. I mean, the seed was planted that day.
Yes.
2 years
seed was
ago.
planted.
And seeds are planted at the right time.
They always are.
We all know that. Doors open when they're supposed to open.
Even skills that I've been learning, this is a new role. I'm feeling so confident stumbling through them because I know whatever the skill is that I may be struggling with now, it's going to pay off. It's happening for a reason to prepare me for the next step or whatever it may be, interacting or joining a mission in something. So
exactly. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. So the impact.
Yeah.
So we talked about how just hearing Amanda was an impact for you.
100%.
So how events like Brouhaha help raise funds, and how does that impact the community?
So Brewha specifically is our biggest fundraiser of the year. So its impact is great when it comes to the goals that Habitat has. This year alone, we are trying to build 104 homes. That's
amazing.
A lot.
What did you do last year?
Last year we did 86.
Okay.
So this is a little bit more than that. We have our Bluestem Prairie development that just finished with about 60 homes. We're going to be moving into that next stage of building out. And that will have 60 to 40 on it itself. And then we have a lot of infill properties that we're working on too.
Right.
So through that, we need funding and we need corporate partners. We need everyone to help us join in this mission. We are in 5 different counties. So, pardon me. We've got Sarpy, Douglas, Washington, Cass, and Burke County.
Okay.
So we're not just in Omaha.
See, I thought there was habitats in other counties, but you cover all of those.
We cover all
counties.
5 of those.
So your job is pretty big. That's a lot of area to make sure that you guys cover.
Correct. And I would say each county kind of has different needs, different housing approaches, different building code. So it's a good wide variety around us, but at the same time, there's other affiliates like out in Lincoln, Columbus, and Fremont. They're their own chapters, but this is one of the largest spread.
Yeah, and there's one over in Council Bluffs.
There is.
Yes. Yep. So I know I've been to that restore over there.
Yes. So with Brew being our biggest fundraiser, events are, I kind of view, not to be cheesy about like a house analogy, but events are the first step into coming into the Habitat's mission.
Yes.
They're fun, they're exciting. You can bring a lot of your network with you to make an impact and have a good time, whether that's a luncheon at the golf event or at Brew Haha. But I also think once you start to be in events, there's a deeper impact that you can have. We have our TODD clinics, transfer deed on death. We have workforce housing, home repair programs. So there's a lot of ways that people can get even more ingrained with what we do and get connected back to the homeowners and the families.
Right. I think when you start tiptoeing into Habitat,
Correct.
And then you realize all the other benefits that they can offer you, I mean, it's amazing. And you guys do multifamily as well?
No, not like multifamily housing in a traditional sense. We do have some row housing concepts.
Okay.
But that's still very new. I would say we're still into our single family development.
Okay. So I know Brouhaha is coming up September
5th.
I was going to say 7th. I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
And so I've been to Brouhaha, and I have been educating a lot of people about Brouhaha because we're giving away free tickets. So when they're at the golf outings that we sponsor, that's one of the drawings that we do. And so I try to explain what Brouhaha is and all the great times that are going to be there. So what would somebody brand new expect when they walk in through the gates to Brouhaha?
The big pearly gates of Brouhaha. Well, we are at a new location, so we're partnering with Heartwood Preserve. That's one of the newer developments, 144th and Dodge. And Heartwood Preserve has a very specific space called Heartwood Park where we are hosting this.
Okay.
And they have been generous in sponsoring that space for us for the next few years. And so getting Brew a home is elevating it in itself.
Yes.
And so that partnership, I think, is a good example of what Brew is. It's all of us coming together. And what it is you get your ticket, you walk through the pearly gates, and there's about 80 vendors right now, food, beer, cocktails, non-alcoholic as well, that will be serving tastings throughout the entire event. And this is, that's a lot of vendors for Omaha. So they're getting to showcase not only their support for Habitat, but their amazing products and food that they're servicing.
I walked out of there very full.
Good. That's
and
what
I had a cup.
A cup. I know you get kind of decked out. You got your cup, you're full, you can get brew swag.
And there's live music.
There is live music, yes. So the festival itself, again, it embodies our mission, which is all of us coming together. It does have a large attendance, which is great, and we want to keep growing that. And then from a corporate partnership, you all are doing it exactly how I would hope a corporate partner would, is not only taking the sponsorship on, helping Habitat, but the way you're using the tickets engaging your staff, engaging your clients, and bringing them together for this shared mission. That's what I love seeing corporate partners do.
So you have on here the power of partnerships. So talk a little bit more about the local businesses and just how that all comes about.
When it comes to Brew specifically,
Nope.
or just in general?
In general.
I mean, we need you, right? We need you, and I feel that without partnership, let me start this over.
Okay.
Without partnership, we will struggle to make the impact that we are.
Right.
Right? And I think every great idea that somebody comes up with can be made better, 10 times better when we come together as a group and then we start making it better, right? And so I fully believe that when we come together, we will get a better output. We will have a greater and stronger impact.
Yes.
So if it's just us over here doing housing all the time, just habitat, we will, yes, make a difference, but we want to make a vast difference.
Right.
There's a lot of people in our community who are in need. And so we need other partners to help us elevate that and make that mission happen.
Well, and not only the power of partnership in companies, but there's individuals that come in and make such a huge difference.
Absolutely.
So don't feel like your company doesn't do anything with it. It's like you have the power in yourself to go and make a difference.
100%. And I think you're highlighting a good piece too of, yes, we have individuals who contribute monetarily, but we also have individuals who are making a great difference with us as volunteers. We have volunteers who have been steady for decades on our team, which then become like, aren't you just a Habitat staff member at this point, right? But I love seeing long-term volunteers because they inspire other people to join this, try new things. And I always remind people, if you've never, come out and actually built on the build side, that's fine.
Yeah.
Some people have never swung a hammer. You can come still do that for the first time with us. We welcome you. Our construction team is ready for you. They want to show you these skills and empower you to do this. Some people are still just not into build site volunteering, whatever their skills may not lend to that. But we have people who have retired as CEOs or have been financial advisors who have retired, who now come to our office and help us on the back end from an administrative side. So I always like to tell people, whatever skills you have, they can be applied. Yes, just bring them.
Just bring them
We'll
with
find
you.
a place for you,
Well, I know our company did a build. So we had our project managers go down to do hands-on. And I did not. I did go down and stand on the sidewalk and the road because I did not have the proper gear on. And just visited with everybody, made sure they were all having a good time and listening. And I was the hostess and made sure they had lunch.
Good.
So I did that.
These are important things.
Yes. So I talked to the super on site there, and it's very safe, very professional. Everybody had their hard hats on and all that wonderful stuff. And I know our guys had a great time doing it.
Good.
And it was just one day.
Yep.
Actually, I think it was just like maybe even a half a day. It wasn't even a full day. So it's just something anybody can do, and there was a lot of other volunteers there as well.
100%. And our builds, obviously that's the mission at its brightest, right?
Yes.
Being on the home build. But we also have our restores too, which I personally have been volunteering at. Our restore, we have a restore south and a restore west. And these essentially people bring used furniture, household items, and then they donate them to us and we resell. But it's so popular that we have 2 locations for this now. You can volunteer there, help clean up, reorganize.
There's a lot of construction companies that's where their extra product or,
yes, that too.
They can give back and put it back to the restore.
Absolutely. And we have a lot of contractors who will, they are on schedule with donating, tile, flooring to our restores that then people can come buy that. All of those dollars go back to Habitat.
Well, and it's a great place to go for those small projects, your own home
100%.
project. I mean, get the tile for that bathroom or whatever, one of those enclosed showers. It was an extra one, or maybe it was the wrong color.
Yeah.
And there's in perfect condition.
Yeah, we recently looked at a basketball hoop there.
You did?
Ground in. Yes.
Did you buy it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's for the backyard. I've been waiting for it. So again, the Restore, they have lots of sales, and it's also an opportunity to get involved.
Yep.
It needs organizing all the time, cleaning.
So
if being out on the build site isn't for you, for whatever reasons, I always love the Restore. It's actually kind of my Zen place. I like to go and volunteer there.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
Put me in the nails and the light bulb section. I just organize for hours.
So obviously we talked about Brew Haha coming up. I mean, and that's your biggest fundraiser.
It is.
I attended the Women's Power. Why do I say it backwards?
Women's Power Luncheon.
Oh, Women's Power Luncheon. Yeah. That was amazing. I was there with another nonprofit organization, NAWIC.
Yes.
And we got to walk around with the 2x4, what was it?
Yes, our stud signing.
Our stud signing.
This is a tradition for Habitat.
That was fun. I had a really good time. And you guys raised a lot of money that day.
We did raise a lot of money, and I loved seeing you and the NAWIC crew represent that. Our stud signing is a tradition at Habitat. It is one of the ways that we generate fundraising for the day, but essentially carrying around studs that will be put into the homes. Once you donate, you're able to sign. It's like blessing that house, giving it the foundation that the community has blessed your home and that you should be there. So I love seeing those.
Yes, yes.
Brew will also have stud signing happening at it.
It will?
They will.
Is this the first time?
No.
Okay, I must have missed it last time I went.
Well, it depends what side you were on at Brew, but my goal is to make sure that they go from one end all the way to the other, so they're not missed. But we will have a stud signing happening at Brew this year as well.
Oh,
so you'll see them out. I got some cool T-shirts, and if you volunteer for Brew, you could be one of the stud signers to walk around. And I think it's an honor. I know. We're going to get some, like,
strong women.
Hold them. Yeah. We need strong women.
Like me.
Yes.
So what else can we expect coming up?
With Brew specifically, like I said, that's September 5th. It is going to hopefully be my biggest year yet. Very excited about that.
Yes.
I did add in a couple concepts that we haven't had in the past. There will be some raffle booths there to win some pretty awesome prizes. Shields will be coming out, raffling off some gift cards. Some big gift cards, I should highlight. Omaha Steaks made a studs and steaks package.
I love it.
Yeah, it's like a $200 meat package that we'll be raffling off. They'll be raffling about 20 of those at the event. We've got Back Nine coming out and doing swings for housing. So if you're a golfer, you can do some golf competition at Brew.
I am not a golfer.
There's just some fun things that I've seen you golf. You can get out there.
I am really bad at it. But I mean, it's fun, but I'm just not good at it.
I was going to say, I've seen you golf. What are you talking about? This will be a great place for you to buy some raffle tickets and practice your golf.
All right.
All in the name of Habitat.
You got me.
But those concepts themselves really excite me because, again, it's the power of partnership. We have people coming out, showing their support, but also getting people energized about what we're doing. So I'm excited for those raffles.
I'm excited for it too. I can't wait to go. We have everybody that did the build with the project managers, they get 2 tickets. So hopefully them and their wives will go. And
again, I love seeing that. So.
Let's see. Did we miss anything that we needed to cover?
I don't know.
I mean, we talked a lot about Brouhaha because it's coming up, so we want to make sure, and the power luncheon and the golf outing you guys had.
Yes.
That was all good. So the Brouhahas, just make sure we go to Brouhaha.
Yes.
And they can get tickets online. How do we go about getting in there?
I love that. That's a good question. Let's segue into that. Okay. Let's have you ask me, hey.
So now,
say, now that we know you're doing all these great things, how do we get connected?
There we go. Now that we know that you're doing all these great things, Hailee, how would we get connected?
I love this question. Go to our website.
Yes.
habitatomaha.org. You're going to be able to see everything we're working on, which is great because we do have a lot of different programs, financial readiness, applications. I encourage people to see, do I apply for a Habitat home if you're not a homeowner already? You'll also see our events page, so you can go see all of our events lined up, specifically Brew coming up. Tickets are live for that, so you can get there. And then there's also a link to volunteer for Brew. If you're not able to attend one of the events, go to our general volunteer page there. You can see all the opportunities that we have coming up, whether that be a single build, coming out to the Restore, or even joining a Rock the Block.
I love it.
I didn't talk about Rock the Block.
You didn't.
So many things. Okay, Rock the Block we have about 6 of them a year. And this is where we go into certain neighborhoods and basically we take over, right?
I love it.
We hit 2, 3 streets all in one area.
So is that all exterior work?
It is,
Okay.
yes. We do not go into the homes, but a lot of, cleanup of the yards, removing trees, really getting that street appeal for the homeowner up to par. So.
And that happens throughout the year.
It does. We only hold 6 of those. I think we've got one coming up here in either August or September. But you can find all of that online. And those usually are open to the public. But we also have a few corporate partners who have fully taken that on. Recently, Charles Schwab came out and did one all themselves, and they had about 75 to 100 volunteers come out for their Rock the Block.
That's great.
And OPPD has been a long Rock the Block sponsor too. They always come out in a fury with their T-shirts and take over a whole neighborhood. It's fun because you'll see good before pictures, and then seeing that after work is really satisfying for a company to be part of.
That's great. Well, I'm glad we thought of that right before we closed up.
I know, right? I was like, what else?
What else?
So many things.
I know. There's a lot of things that you guys do, and you guys are it's an incredible organization. Amanda has done an amazing job leading this organization. So
yeah, and I think, again, it's about our community. Habitat of Omaha specifically, we're the #1 in the nation, which is a pretty cool thing to say.
I don't know if I knew that.
Yes,
my
we
gosh.
are, which I think is wonderful. And it's a testament to, yes, Amanda and the team at Habitat and how they're approaching the work and how they're pushing the mission to reach that many people. So being #1 habitat in the nation is awesome, but it also highlights a great need that our community has.
Yep.
And we've been able to, get that designation by our reach through the different programs, the financial readiness, the TODDs, the volunteering, home ownership. But at the same time, it does highlight there is a need.
Absolutely.
And we have to keep pushing through that. Affordable housing is not predicted to get better in these next 30 years. And so my call to action would be, that's our challenge coming up. And we as a community, we got to gear up together and be ready for that and be able to work together for each other.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great way to end this.
Good.
Thank you so much for being here.
Of course,
I really
this is
appreciate
great.
it.
Thank you for having
to
me.
See you.
I know. It's
I will
always
see
fun.
you at Brewha.
You will. Yes, full, and I'll be tasting all the things.
I'll be right there with you.
I love it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.